Hello and welcome to Warlordnipple's Let's Play channel. This is a Let's Play of Hegemony Gold Wars of Ancient Greece. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the videos. I've had a lapse for a while on playing this game because it's crashed a few times. This game's a little old, it's made by a smaller company, doesn't have as much beta testing and whatnot as a bigger game. But this does have an autosave feature. If you want to get the autosave feature more often, which I should have done, you go to Options, Gameplay, and then you scroll down and there's autosave frequency. I'm going to put it on 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I'm not sure. I'll put it on 5 since it's crashed a few times. Alright, now let's continue our game. I used to have it on 30 minutes, which was way too long because it would crash at like 28 minutes and I have to redo everything. Alright, so where we left off last time was we had a bunch of units in Aegea and we were about ready to move south to take some new cities. Let's get our Pella militia down to our capital. Actually, let's get phalangites out here. The Pella militia can stay up here. We'll have some phalangites in our capital. They can almost fully reinforce themselves. In case I never explained it, this shows how many recruits you have, and you want to be using these as much as you can, because if you have a city so like this city, if it was full of recruits, then it wouldn't be able to regenerate any new recruits. So it's always helpful to be constantly using as many recruits as you possibly can. Let's merge all these guys. We've got way too many slaves, just making the city look like it's huge. Right, that's full of people. Well, I don't know. I'm going to capture this mine very soon. That's what I'm contemplating. But let's bring our ballasted down for now. And let's get this objective activated. These guys messing around. We're going to be attacking them very soon as we get Alissar taken. But first, let's get all of our men out. Let's get another group of Peltis built here, so that we have a little bit more range. In the shadow of Mount Olympus. Let's activate all of, it's not activating, it's just displaying them. Our first will be Dian and well, maybe not Heracleum. This is Dian. And, excuse me, I just had to belch a little bit there. Dian and Heracleum, the Macedon peoples first appeared in the... Sorry, I just read that like an Anglo-Saxon. The Macedon peoples first appeared in the area before moving northward. The native Macedonian site included Dian, Heracleum, and the Sanctuary of Zeus. That's this area right here. And we will be taking that, and then coming back and taking out Athens, little bits of land right there. So he is bringing his cavalry down. Let's get our Hypus down here to attack. They'll siege the city, and because the city just has Peltis and some spearmen in it, they'll be able to take it out. Let's get our phalangites engaging these Peltis. And we'll have someone engage these cavalry as well. See, he's getting... my phalangites are doing lots of damage to all these little guys. And let's go after these hoplites as well before they flee back into the city. And it looks like he's lost basically all of his men over here. And we have Peltis attacking. This isn't a very good formation. Actually, let's break with these guys. They're not very well engaged. And we're going to surround these. Oh, he attacked my old siege equipment. That's very annoying. I'll have to wait for them to regenerate. One around. They're recovering in Aegea, though. which is right here. Shouldn't take too long. So he has some hoplites there, and he has nothing there, so we're going to attack that. And let's get these mercenaries moving this direction. I'll take over this sanctuary of Zeus. Oh, we got this town. Fantastic. Let's get a unit of phalangites being built there. This will be like a garrison unit, basically, and they'll start building a wall while they're getting more guys. And we're just going to be capturing farms around here. You got to capture the farms to make sure you have enough food once you get your cities operational, and then we'll be going after Heraclium. Looks like he just built a phalangite. Kind of annoying. But our old siege equipment is recuperating quickly. Let's have these slaves build... Oh. Alissar's coming up and messing around with my guys. We are going to grab this farm, though. We should connect Dion to the supply chain. There we go. Destroying my watchtowers, just being annoying, Alissar. Once I take one of these, actually Mathone is going to be permanently Athenian. This one we're going to convert. But I'm going to build a Greek cavalry, and I will explore southward. Let's get this siege equipment over here engaging this city. Yes, you've destroyed all the watchtowers. You're very good at destroying watchtowers, sir. The great thing about building up these little garrisons around is that once we start attacking this way, these garrisons will be able to come and join us on the front. Like this garrison's going to be moved south to Heraclium once we take that. Get these slaves in the mine. Captured one guy as a slave. We've captured Mathone, and now we have to tear down its walls for our objective, punish Mathone. The city-state of Mathone supported Argus in his campaign to claim the throne. It's time for revenge. Scholar Agathon is known to reside in Mathone. His expertise in shipbuilding could be a valuable asset for the construction of a Macedonian fleet. So I have to capture Mathone and tear down the walls, and then I will get the scholar. So we are going to do that right now. They took this mine from me. Those horrible Mathonians. Not Mathonians, Thessalians. Alright, and now would be a good time to explain how the revolt risk works. You see over here, it says, if I hover over it, it makes a pop-up that says City Unrest, and it says the chance of a city rebelling and reverting to its native faction. The degree of unrest in a city is based on its population and the native faction's hostility towards you. A captured city can be kept from rebelling by keeping the garrison strength greater than the rebellion strength. Rebellion risk is greatly reduced by tearing down the city's walls. And then it's an important note, if it's out of food, the garrison won't be able to prevent a rebellion. And now it shows that this is a native faction of the Athenian Empire, but I control it, and I'm the king of Macedon. And because our faction hostility is 60, the rebellion strength with a wall is 30, and without a wall is 10. Well, spearmen have 30 guys, so if we have them with a wall, this city won't revolt. So I'm going to build a spearman in the city and have it build a wall. Because walled cities are just much more easy to hold. It's not fun having to try and deal with an it's not fun in trying to hold an unwalled city. It's way easier to hold a walled one, especially in the beginning of the game when money is tight. Oh, sorry, I hit my mic there. Probably heard that. And this city has a garrison, which is why it's going so slowly, but they just exited. Or they all died. You slowly kill the units inside of the city when you are sieging it. But the units inside can do a lot of damage. Oh, here's some Peltas. These guys will be killed very quickly. As soon as one guy generates, they'll probably be killed by the units outside the walls. Yeah, they can't even regenerate a guy. That's why they destroyed those hoplites, is because they were running out of manpower. These Peltas can't accumulate even a single guy because I have so many people outside the city attacking. And that was an autosave. Fantastic, haven't crashed, and we just got an autosave. I can talk about this right now while the city is sieging. The 12 Labors of Hercules. Basically what this is these little shrines. Some of them are associated with Hercules, and if you capture them, they give you little bonuses. The description is Heracles, the greatest ancient warlords, undertook 12 labors in the service of the Mysian kings, and built them an empire. The Mysian kings grew more fearful of his power as Hercules completed these labors, yet Hercules remained steadfast and loyal, becoming as famous for his honor as for his deeds. Being descendants of Hercules through the Timanid of Argos, the line of kings founded by Tamenius gives Philip and his later son Alexander a special interest in these heroic deeds of the distant past. Objective group: locate and take control of all 12 shrines dedicated to the labors of Hercules. This group of objectives will take you to the far reaches of the game world. The location of each shrine will become apparent and accessible as you expand your empire. Lots of these shrines are just scattered all over the map, and they have different little bonuses associated with them. One's like way over here. I know you have one in the Persian Empire somewhere. They're just all over the place. But I think 2 of them increase the size of the hypasts, which is fantastic. And they almost all give you at least 100 extra gold just for taking it once, even if you lose it later. So it's sometimes good to just take it with some scout cavalry. Alright, now we have the Spear One land. Anything marked with this little purple star situation is an objective that you need to win the game. And I'll read the objective. The coastal city of Pydna is of good size and occupies a dominant position over the narrows of the Thermaic Gulf. The current city-state was founded by Archelaus in 410 BCE. Capture Pydna and reclaim it as a Spear One land by moving Philip into the city. Now, there's several things that are similar to this Spear One land situation, and basically what it does is it usually grows your companion cavalry in size, and it changes the city to your faction. This is pretty much exclusive to this campaign, this Macedonian campaign. As you can see here, it says native faction Athenian Empire. Once I get Philip inside these walls, this will switch. See, I have some unrest, and now it is a Macedonian city. Now it says native faction Macedon, and we can build our phalangites here, any of our native units, and our companions expanded in size, obviously. Not sure if I've talked about this yet, but the logistics situation in this game, if you hover over a city, you'll see in the bottom right it shows the city wall strength, the siege strength, the food, and then manpower, and then after that there is a little staff with snakes around it. In modern times this is associated with medicine, but the game tells you in its loading screens that this is associated with trade in this time period, and this is you're connected, like how many connections the city can have, and they're not all exclusively land connections. Sometimes they'll be coastal, like in Pydna. You can connect cities that are on the coast. Like if I connect it with Mathone, it'll have a coastal connection right here, which can transport 100 food per week. Now, you generally want cities that have more connections because they're easier to integrate into your empire and they can move food places faster. So Pydna is a very valuable city. That's why the game probably gave me the objective to take it over like that. Alright, let's get our siege equipment inside the city's area, and we will regenerate its last siege piece while we're in the city. Looks like we have some invaders. Oh, they came and set fire. Did they set fire? No, they didn't. They just ran away at this point. That's why it's good to have walls. You barely have to pay attention and you'll be able to kick enemies out of your land. We're going to connect this mine to Pydna now, because it has the most, as you can see, it has 3 of 13, so it has tons of connections that can be made. And we will be moving south past Dion. And I took this city over, and I said that I would be, let's get our guys in there. Someone else can build the wall for them. But I am going to build scout cavalry there. Jeez, that's super expensive. I didn't realize that I couldn't get... Alright, scout cavalry cost me almost nothing. I'll get it from my own city. Let's get all of our men down here. Get our peltis down. And let's get this scholar up to Pella. These walls are almost complete, and then we're going to go south to Heracleum, which has a hoplite and some Thessalian cavalry. We'll be able to take it fairly quickly with this siege equipment, though. Let's move it into the city so it'll regenerate. Oh, it's not regenerating. Why? Oh, there it is. Now it's recruiting. Alright, just wasn't close enough to the city or something. Maybe the road wasn't completed. As you can see, it's almost complete. There we go. Now we have 3 of them. And this Heracleum city should be relatively easy to take. And let's get this cavalry out exploring. We'll have it come up here to Paeonia. And we're just going to have it go to the coast and around. It'll just explore all this middle Greece area for us. Here's some phalangites that are, some peltis that are coming to annoy us, but we have a large group of phalangites that will be able to engage them and send them back. And they're almost already ready to flee, and we've only lost 1 phalangite. And there goes one group, and there goes another. Let's see if we can get them as slaves. Yep, we got both groups of slaves. Alright, now let's send these new slaves down here to this mine. And get our Hypus down to Heracleum. We're just going to block off another path with these guys and get our peltis down there, and once people start coming out. Sometimes they try and reinforce, so we're going to block this path off so they can't reinforce. This guy's being very annoying up here, but he is losing peltis. Oh, this guy's trying to charge in with some cavalry. Let's get these slaves out of the way. Not sure what his plan's going to be. These guys are going to die really quickly. Yep, instant flee. Didn't kill a single guy. There, we captured Heracleum rather quickly. I wasn't even paying attention. And the Hypus are doing quite well against them. And it looks like they've sent out a few guys. General Polyperkin has arrived in Pydna because we captured that. So let's see, what units do we have that don't have... How good is this general? Yeah, he's fine. I'll send him up to here and have him attached to this new phalangite brigade. And we're going to come down here, take this fort. That'll give us the fortify the Vale objective, and then sweep around into Alissar from the other side. Enemies rarely defend their forts, but forts are actually some of the strongest things in the game. If you garrison them, they will put a little trebuchet on top of the fort, and it can fire from much farther than the cities. Let's get this Pillow Militia out and see if we can... I can't change the home city there. Now let's run back in this fort. Run back in, you fools! There we go. I just wanted to attract the enemies so that we could start firing on them. Oh, there, this cavalry is about to flee. There's one fled cavalry. Let's have them engage these peltas. Oh, I guess they're going to engage this cavalry. They should take it out the cavalry, I think. I think they can handle that. Possibly. Yes, they did. And these peltas. Pillow Militia's a very bad unit. I almost wish I could disband it. But it looks like we're going to win that battle. And pot it there would beat the cavalry. And we'll beat these peltas too. Send them all packing. But we lost a ton of units, so I don't think I'm ever going to try that again. Pillow Militia did level up though. And I will give them logistics because they're not going to be used enough. Oh, Dion is maxed out. That is very odd. Heracleum's not maxed out. Let's use these migrants. I don't remember where I got them from, but I did receive some migrants at some point, and we will use them on Heracleum. We can have these guys get captured. And let's go down and take this fort now. Ah, we got the Fortify the Vale objective completed, that's why. And migrants appear in Pyria. And we just sent them somewhere. Fantastic. These slaves, oh, that'll be perfect. 3 more slaves, and we only need 3 more. Alright, so Fortify the Vale. All it says is capture the fort. And that was this fort right here, which we did capture. Let's get Heracleum connected to the trade network. There we go. So now food will come from up here, and you can follow it with the logistics line. It'll go to Dion, Heracleum, and then to our fort. Where is our... There he is. Let's have him come up here. He'll discover this objective and the Paeonians up here. And let's get some phalangites coming up. There we discovered Thessaly, which reveals this new area to us. There is an objective in Thessaly that gives us a new group of units, which I kind of want. Thessaly is a good place to take. Is it this one? Alissar? Is this where we can get the objective? Ah, the Amphictyonic Brigade. Very weird name, but it's a brigade of pretty decent hoplites. Where is Larissa? Ah, it's right here. It's part of this objective. What do we need? Capture Larissa and then move Philip to Larissa. So all we need to do is capture the city, and the city will never rebel. It has a lot of people, though. That's a ton of hoplites and a ton of siege damage, and they will all start coming out. So what we're going to do is bring this phalangite down, have him recruit guys on the way. They recruit anywhere in these in this yellow line, or this yellow hovering thing. And going past here and Heracleum should mean that they will recruit enough. Oh gosh, run away. Oh, he's already engaged with them. We can still have them run away. And we're just going to engage all these peltas. And bring our phalangites down, because these actually come out of the city, which is kind of foolish. Hopefully that'll allow us to do enough damage that we can take out all of his men. Let's get these peltas engaged over here. companion cavalry is going to run this direction. And we're just going to have our phalangites engage. Let's get... he's engaged our old siege equipment, or he tried to anyway. We took out one group. Alright, he's losing heavily, but all of his units are escaping, which is a problem, so we're going to come over here, hit his peltis, and hopefully we will be able to, since our companion cavalry is now behind, we'll be able to break some morale and capture some guys for slaves purposes. And we just got some. Let's get another group of phalangites down. Engage these guys from the side. As you can see, he's drawing people from other cities, which is kind of a pain. Let's move these guys in much faster. Now they're very fully engaged. There, we broke that group, we broke that group. We're going to chase them down really fast. Broken all of these groups. Now he's just fighting nothing, really. Yeah, and he's totally lost Larissa. Fantastic. He has no units in the city. Very foolish. And he is trying to pull as much as he can from other cities, but he's not going to get enough people over here in time. So we are going to begin the siege of Larissa. Oh, our hypasts have suffered very heavy damage. How they are going into the city, that's terrible. Well, now they're going to be able to do a little bit of siege damage. But we're going to move all of our slaves back into this fort, and we're going to get our phalangites moved up to the front. He keeps sending peltis in, that's not good. We're going to block these peltis from coming in. We're going to start taking this farm and get these guys to this side of the fort so that no more people can come in. We really don't want these guys coming in. Oh, the peltis just came out. Let's engage them. And our phalangites will engage these hoplites, and the fort will fall very easily. This has no free supply node. Forts only have one supply node, so I'm just going to link them like that. And we'll just keep moving all of our slaves up to this fort because the only mine back here is full. And let's get our peltis down here. Forgot to bring them to the front. And we can flank this group with our companion cavalry. Fantastic having large cavalry units. Ah, jeez. I really let these guys get screwed over. This is not a good thing to do. Totally forgot about this front. That's what makes this game hard. You can totally forget about a front. Oh, I'm going to move this guy up. How much? Yeah, then they'll be able to do max siege damage. This shows you how much siege damage you're doing, like how much damage people inside the walls can do to people outside the walls, and it's per unit. So once this is 35, I'll be doing the max, and the max is determined by your wall size. Got a new group of slaves. Let's just keep sending them all. And let's start capturing. Okay, we only have a few peltis in here and they can't do any damage because we have so many people attacking. So it's falling very quickly. We have tons of slaves, which will help because we're going to take over this mine. Oh geez, he's bringing up more guys from his cities. Larissa has begun to rebel, but as soon as we move Philip there, the city will never rebel again. And we will get a new brigade. And now he's abandoned engaging the city, but we're going to engage him. There we go. Philip see all the things that this has given us. Philip has earned the title Archon of the Thessalian League. The Amphictyonic Brigade is ready in Larissa. Larissa will never rebel. Princess Felina has arrived in Larissa, and a common bond unlocked. If I move Philip and Felina to Pella, I get 200 gold, and General Python will arrive in Larissa. I'll use this Python guy as the general for the Amphictyonites, or whatever they're called. So let's get the princess up to Pella. She'll go that. Let's have her go this direction. Let's have her not go by the enemy city. And now we have these two units engaging each other. Let's get Larissa connected to Heracleum. It's much better to connect this way. We're actually going to connect Pydna with this fort, much farther away, but whatever. And connect that, and connects Heracleum with this city. Heracleum doesn't have as many nodes, it only has 3. I'm using one for the farm, one for Dion, and now one for Pydna. No, actually, I don't really need Dion to be that connected. So I'm going to connect it to the mine, and Pydna can have an extra connection. Yes, so who is this? So Heracleum's connected. I'm trying to figure out if my cities are connected properly. Okay, so this goes by. This goes from Heracleum to Pydna. Let's delete that, and let's just connect this directly. It's kind of dumb to daisy chain forts together like that. So we're just going to connect our fort to Pydna. Heracleum is going to be connected to Pydna as well. Yes, and then this fort will be connected to Larissa. Larissa has a lot of nodes, and I will connect it to this mine once the mine is completed. Just finished, and let's put these guys in here and we'll have even more cash. Ah, geez. Well, our phalangites are actually much stronger than their hoplites. They don't get any special bonuses. Some factions do. We're going to be engaging them and making sure they don't flee like this. Every time they flee, it means that we don't get to have the benefit of having destroyed that manpower. If you can fight lots of open battles like this, it means that their cities will be very poorly defended. Like this city has 0 manpower left and some peltas. Because they've engaged me like this, I really kind of want to avoid Alissar and just continue going south. And at least take these 3 cities. I'm going to take this city. It's right in a hill, it's really easy to defend. It doesn't even have any farms near it, really. So we're going to move south and take that city. We'll just have our peltas take the farms. And our Hypus needs a much larger city. Pydna will probably do. It's 26 more guys, that's kind of a lot. Let's have you take this farm, and this guy start sieging the city. Insufficient space. Do the Hypus have space? Will they have enough space? Guess I can send them and just... Oh no, there's someone else engaging the city, that's why. It's like, I should have enough space. And here comes some of the Alissanians, which is perfect. I will engage them, destroy their army, and then take Alissar after I take this city and this city. Let's get our companions up. And our slaves back to this fort. Alright, now they will be doing some siege damage, but hopefully we can do enough damage to them. Let's move our guys back. Move the Hypus back. Yes, there you go. Now we can engage the Peltis. They're going to get caught in melee, which is terrible for them. And we will send our companions to engage these new Peltis. Ooh, we really want to catch them. We can't, though. But these hoplites will flee and we'll be able to catch them. Grab them. There we go. Capture. These guys are just going to get killed. They're too far. They're too close. Won't be able to hold this. Let's run away. Another phalangite level up. And now we have these guys as slaves. Let's move them out of the way. They just routed the slaves, which basically means that they have to sit down. The Veil of the Temple Watchtower destroyed by the Athenians. Ugh, the Athenians annoying me. They dropped some hoplite brigades. But as soon as I take this city, I think that's where we'll end the video, and then we'll be capturing Alissar and Pharsidon, and oh, jeez, he's trying to destroy my slaves, or take them or something. I don't know what he's gonna do. Let's get our phalangites engaging. Yes, you go over here, you run. We captured Cranon, it's begun to rebel. 45. I think what we're going to do is just create, yeah, we're just going to create 2 spearmen. It'll cost us a little bit of money, but this city is in a very vulnerable spot that I do not want to have to watch it very closely. Let's get our old siege equipment up to Alissar. As you can see, he's got some Peltis coming up. I'm going to engage them. No, maybe I'll just go in the fort. I'll just send my companion cavalry in the fort. And now it's going to... See, now the siege ballast is up on the top, and it's going to start shooting their units. Now let's send this to Alissar. That'll be what we're doing in the next video. Alright! And we have a sticky situation over here with Athens and Thessalia attacking at the same time, but our fort should hold out. We have plenty of units in the vicinity to reinforce, and we'll be capturing Alissar, which will create a safe haven, or safer area for Elamia, for sure. And some of, I guess Pharsidon isn't part of, I guess they haven't, we won't be capturing anything south of here, but we may capture Pharsidon to put a little bit more of a spacing between all of this. Has the princess arrived here? No, she's on her way, she's right there. Alright, so once we get that princess up, then we'll start using the amphictyons, and they're not as good as the Hypus, but they are a pretty decent hoplite brigade, especially once you get them leveled up. Actually, I'm not even sure if you can level them up. But, yes, I will see you guys next time, and have a great day. Also, please remember to like and subscribe.